Are you the guy that got slapped on video?
I did, but I'll slap it out you though.
Oh, you will?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to show you the inside of the house.
I'll make you another clip. Don't do that.
On February 18,
Seriously?
2026, a confrontation at a California house party hosted by Quentin "Rampage" Jackson exploded across the internet after former MMA fighter Tiki Gosen struck streamer Dean the Great with a sudden elbow to the face. The entire incident unfolded live on stream, capturing every second attention as it escalated from awkward introduction to physical impact. Dean, whose real name is Nurdine Shahid Shabazz, approached Gosen while broadcasting to his audience on Kick. Known for creating confrontational content, he accused Gosen of pretending not to recognize him. Gosen responded calmly, stating he didn't know who Dean was and extending a polite greeting. Instead of de-escalating, Dean continued pressing, turning a neutral interaction into a hostile exchange. Gosen, a retired professional fighter with experience in major promotions including the UFC, Strikeforce, and Bellator, maintained composure. His career included a bout against former champion Robbie Lawler at UFC 40, a reminder of the level at which he had competed. He now works in athlete management and attended the party as part of that role, not as a content creator. The turning point came when Gosen referenced a separate incident from the previous night in which Dean had been slapped by powerlifter Larry Wheels. Dean admitted it happened, then immediately threatened to slap Gosen as well. The tone shifted from verbal sparring to a direct physical challenge. Witnesses later described Gosen's reaction as a final warning rather than surprise. Dean doubled down, boasting he would turn the moment into viral content. Gosen told him to stop. When Dean continued, Gosen delivered a short, precise elbow that landed flush and dropped the streamer to his knees. There was no follow-up attack. Gosen simply walked away, a reaction many in the MMA community later described as characteristic of someone trained to neutralize threats efficiently, not prolong chaos. Within hours, clips flooded social media platforms. Accounts dedicated to combat sports reposted the footage, amassing millions of views. Commentators highlighted the technique, compact, controlled, and unmistakably professional. To observers familiar with high-level MMA, the strike looked less like a street fight and more like instinct from years of training. Dean recovered and stood back up, but was separated from Gosen before anything else occurred. He later posted the clip himself, suggesting he had been targeted for content while intoxicated. The explanation gained little sympathy online, where viewers pointed out that he initiated the confrontation and issued the threat. For Gosen, the moment briefly returned him to the spotlight. For Dean, it marked the second violent incident in less than 24 hours, and the internet quickly connected the two events into a single narrative of escalating consequences. The elbow incident made headlines largely because it followed another altercation just one day earlier, also at an event connected to Rampage Jackson. On February 17th, Dean appeared on a live stream styled as a casual double-date hangout featuring Larry Wheels and his wife Shayla. What began as light conversation gradually turned uncomfortable as Dean repeatedly focused his attention on Shayla. He complimented her, flirted openly, and eventually asked her for a hug while her husband sat beside her. Multiple people in the room, including Rampage himself, told Dean to stop. He refused. Observers described the atmosphere shifting from playful to tense. Wheels remained mostly silent, watching as boundaries were crossed one after another. Dean dismissed the warnings and insisted he was being harmless, even as those present made it clear his behavior it was disrespectful. The situation reached a breaking point when Dean made a comment implying Shayla was up for grabs. At that moment, Wheels' patience ended. He delivered a single open hand slap that knocked Dean backward and out of frame. Like Gosen later would, Wheels did not pursue further violence. The room erupted. Dean appeared shaken and emotional, but refused to apologize as he was escorted away. Clips of the slap spread rapidly across social media, where many viewers framed Wheels' response as restrained rather than excessive given the circumstances. The back-to-back incidents transformed Dean into a trending topic. Memes, commentary threads, and reaction videos dissected every detail, often portraying the two encounters as a cautionary tale about provoking physically capable people in real life rather than online. As the tension intensified, past controversies resurfaced. Dean's career in influencer boxing under the Misfits boxing banner had already been turbulent. He held an undefeated record before losing to Amado Vargas, son of former world champion Fernando Vargas, in late 2025. Professional disputes followed, including being stripped of the title and publicly criticizing figures such as KSI. He was also rumored to be pursuing deals outside contractual obligations, including interest from Jake Paul's promotion. His recognized professional record remained minimal, with most bouts classified as exhibitions broadcast on platforms like DAZN. Additional allegations and past incidents, some verified, others disputed, further fueled online scrutiny. While no legal charges were reported following either the slap or the elbow, the reputational impact was immediate. For Wheels, public opinion largely favored him, portraying his reaction as defense of his partner's dignity. For Gosen, the incident reminded fans that retired fighters retain their skills long after leaving competition. For Dean, however, the two viral moments created a powerful narrative, a personality built on provocation, encountering real-world consequences twice in 2 days. Whether the events become a turning point or just another chapter in ongoing controversy remains uncertain. But the footage has already secured its place in internet lore.